crew chief from Yamaha Motor Italy. That's Toshi. That's a manager and general, what do you call, he's a gentleman's gentleman, he's Toshi. The Batman of Haga, cleaning the visor. Remember, if it does actually come on to rain and it's declared a wet race, they must run 15 minutes of wet practice, because they haven't had any wet practice all the way through training and qualifying here at Brno. But also, the bikes are set up completely different for the wet. If it's wet, the suspension is softened off, completely different springs in the forks and also in the rear unit, because you haven't got the levels of grip, which means you're not using as much of the suspension. You're not pushing the suspension as hard. So to get the same movement and feeling from the bike, the same movement in the suspension and feeling from the bike, you must use softer springs and softer damping. So there's quite a lot of changes needed, not just the changing of the slicks to the wet weather tyres.
Well, they're now saying the race will be reduced from 20 to 19 laps. Does that suggest they're expecting this little shower of rain just to go squirt through?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're just waiting to see what happens. No point declaring it a wet race and having to go through all the rigmarole of the wet practice if it isn't actually going to come on rain, if it's just going to blow through and then be dry, which looks like it could go either way to me. But
well, you keep talking for a minute and I'll go and look.